Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Cuff with the BrainSurfin podcast, sports edition, and I hit y'all. I think a day late for my first round predictions, whatever, and I'm late once again because Miami and Philly. Every team in the second round has played one game already. You know what I'm saying? My sleeper team, Miami Heat, look good in game one. They got the W. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Joel Embiid is hurt, so forth and so on. But that has been my sleeper team, so I don't got them. I don't look at them as a team that can possibly make it to the Eastern Conference Finals now because of that injury and because Brooklyn is out. Shout out to Brooklyn. I appreciate y'all going out early just to show everybody how much I know what the fuck I be talking about. Because I told everybody that their chance of even going to the Eastern Conference Finals is like so slim, and everybody was like what? They got KD, and I'm trying to tell y'all, it's having superstar players does not equal championships, does not equal any type of success other than maybe regular season. So with that said, I'm a little late. Some games come on in a couple hours. Actually, when I finish this, I'm gonna start watching some NBA playoffs. But yeah, all the teams have played one game so far in the West and the East. But I'm gonna start off with the Eastern Conference. The Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers, which is the number one seed versus the fourth seed. And like I said, my sleeper team was the Miami Heat. I feel it could be any team in the league. The only team they would struggle with are teams more on the West. If all teams are healthy, I still look at Miami Heat as one of the hardest teams to beat because of their defense. You know what I mean? They're so great on defense. And also, Oladipo coming back. So all that keying in on those shooters and taking them off their spots and stuff, it's a little harder to do when you have an offensive threat like Oladipo. He can shoot, he can finish mid-range, long range, all of that. So I look at the Heat as a major threat to any team, healthy or unhealthy. So I got the Miami Heat beating the Philadelphia 76ers, healthy or not, on Philly Park. I don't care. Healthy or not, Philly is not a better team than the Heat. So I got them winning that series. I'm going to say 4-2, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was 4-3. I say that because Embiid might come back, and when he does, like, he should be able to go crazy. They might try to do a little zone defense and stuff to clog the paint on them and stuff like that, and they have to rely on them shooters, and they don't have Steph Curry no more, so forth and so on. So, they may have some success with that, but at the end of the day, there got to be at least two games where Joel Embiid go crazy. Then you might have one where Harden looks like the Harden that y'all claim he is, he go crazy. So that could be 3 wins right there. But y'all got Miami Heat beating the Philadelphia 76ers 4-2. But I wouldn't be surprised if Joel Embiid come back. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up winning 4-3. Moving on. We got the favorites, Milwaukee Bucks versus the now some's favorite, Boston Celtics. And to be honest with you, for the fact I love being right, it is hard to vote against or go against Giannis because he's so dominant. And unlike the Heat, Boston doesn't have the defense to really slow down Giannis like they have for KD. It's a whole different animal, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I have to put like this. In my heart, I got Boston winning that series 4-3. Yeah. Especially with Middleton being out and everything, And they're definitely gonna win game two tonight for sure. They finna go crazy. They finna win by, I'm gonna say maybe 15 plus, 12 plus, something like that, right? But yeah, I'm gonna say I got Boston winning that series 4-3. In the same sense, no Middleton, if he's out for the whole series, like whether he is or he isn't, I really just see Boston winning that series 4-3. To be honest with you, like I don't know how crazy it sounds to y'all, but I don't think that if Jaylen Brown takes it upon himself to be aggressive and actually go to the lane, don't settle for all the 3-point shots, and the same for Jason Tatum, I can see them beating Milwaukee 4-3. In the same sense, I can see Milwaukee with no Chris Middleton. I can see them winning 4-3. It go either way. But yeah, my pick is the Boston Celtics. I'm sticking with it. Fuck it. 4-3. And they're down 0-1 right now. You know what I'm saying? So moving on to the Western Conference Finals, we have the Phoenix Suns, number 1 seed versus number 4 seed. Dallas Mavericks. Dallas is already down 1-0. You know what I mean? Um, Phoenix made it far last year. I feel like majority of the reason was because of injuries throughout the whole playoffs, honestly. But that gave them more experience. It gave them more confidence. It gave them, you know what I'm saying, the young boys a little year older. They're a little more comfortable. So, like, if I'm being honest, man, yeah, I could see Dallas challenging them. Luka doing his thing. But fuck it, man. Phoenix got that series 4-2. As much as I want to see them lose, well, you know what? Since LeBron James, since LeBron isn't in the playoffs, as crazy as it sounds, you know, I should always root for my hometown T-Wolves, which I do, but we don't really make it to playoffs like that. So I focus on rooting for my favorite player and whatever team he's on. You know, LeBron, like, he move around every 4 years, but but yeah, whatever team LeBron's on, who I root for. And this year, Lakers were in the playoffs along with the T-Wolves. I'd be rooting for both. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with LeBron being out the playoffs and the T-Wolves being out of it now, the next team up, the next player up for me that I look at, like, you know, I would love to see them win is Chris Paul. Because he get hated on a lot because he has no rings that people say is playoff success. He's always injured in the playoffs. To me, he's the best point guard ever to play the game. That's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see him get a ring. So when I say that, like I've been saying for a while, after he get a ring, when I say it, it sound more valid, it'll be less people challenging the shit. Because I honestly, it's a little irritating to me that people don't understand how good he is and how great he is as a player, just because he hasn't had the championship success that great players usually have. But don't forget, Charles Barkley is one of the best power forwards ever. He never won a ring. And he's been on some nice ass teams, but just so happens that sometimes there are greater teams, you know what I'm saying, greater coaches. They get the job done and your team just can't get that ring. It is what it is, right? So if I ain't already said, I got Phoenix winning that series 4-2. You know, maybe Luka could go crazy as hell a couple games and they win 3. But yeah, Phoenix is their time. They probably gonna win the whole thing this year, honestly. So moving on, we got the Golden State Warriors, which is number 3 seed versus number 2 seed Memphis Grizzlies, who should have won game 1. They John Morant missed a layup that he always makes. Great finisher. A layup that he always makes. He ended up missing a layup, and they lost that game. It is what it is. They should have won it. They could have won it. Now, can't just leave the fact out that Draymond Green got ejected. So, you know, some might say, most would say, that plays a big part of why Memphis was even in that game. And, you know, I get it. Like, I get it. But, and I can't say that I don't agree. But at the end of the day, Memphis is one of them really gritty teams. They keep on fighting. You know what I mean? So with Golden State being one of them teams would jump up on you and get a 20-point lead, it'd be a 3-point, you down 3. The next minute, 45 seconds pass by, whatever. 45 seconds, 40 seconds pass by. Next thing you know, you down, go from down 3 to down 12. Like, them boys that hit you out of nowhere, and it'd be quick too. Just quick hitters, you know. So the fact that they are like that, it, like, you know, it holds some weight for them. It makes it seem like, you know, maybe teams wouldn't be able to recover from that. Which, once again, in my bad, I'm trying to plug something up. My bad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Where teams might not be able to recover from that, and a lot of teams can't, if we being honest. But remember, Memphis is one of the really gritty teams that fight back. They fight. They don't give up. So, after giving Memphis all that credit, I say all that shit just to say Golden State will win that series 4-2. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of already said my predictions. Oh yeah, Memphis is coming. Memphis, New Orleans, and Minnesota, all West teams. The West is just always crazy, man. But yeah, all West teams. Memphis, New Orleans, and Minnesota are 3 young teams that people need to keep their eyes open for, because those are the 3 teams that are really up and coming. And They're gonna be doing some damage in a couple years to come. I'm so happy that T Wolves is part of that, and we've thought that before, and then what happened? Nothing. You know what I mean? Like nothing. So hopefully we keep it together. The organization been seeming more strong the past few years, making the right moves and everything. The last bad move we made, that some would say, would be trading Zach LaVine, but coming off that injury and the kind of player he was, I understand why they made that move instead of they traded him instead of trading Wiggins. I get it. Now we don't got neither one. I think the next move for my Minnesota Timberwolves is to get rid of D'Lo. Hopefully not for who the rumor says. I heard recently it said that fucking maybe trading D'Lo for Russell Westbrook. Like, no, we don't want Russ over here. I didn't want Russ to join my boy LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that that's the reason why the Lakers didn't get where a lot of us would have thought they were gonna get to, but he was a big part of it though. Like, that's hard for any of us to deny that. We all know he was a big part of it, but it is what it is. The T-Wolves season is done. Hopefully next year we come back looking better than ever. And I'm really hoping that the Lakers come back, looking better too, because LeBron got like 2-3 years left and he's out of here. So I would hate to see him go down his last 3-4 years of his career, just like barely any playoff success. Like that shit just kind of whack to me. It's more ammunition for haters to be like, see, Jordan would never. I hate hearing that shit, man. But as always, you tuned in to your boy Cuff with the BrainSurfin podcast. Thanks for catching these waves.